We've started. Just I was trying to get the recording going. Sorry about that. No, we started. So yeah, I was. Some people, no. Okay. So yeah, I think we're good. If you are, okay. I think the person that the rule has joined back. Okay, yeah. So we can continue. So the class is in record now. The class is in session now. So let's go. So I was talking about dashboarding, how we can create dashboard from the scratch and why we need this dashboard and the purpose of the dashboard. So a dashboard is, like I said, a pictorial representation of all our data, of our data sets rather. So our data set could be maybe 3 sheets worth of data set or just 1 sheet, just like this one that is on display. You can see you can see on the screen we have a data set that my screen is blank. Is my screen blank for everyone? Please, because on my own screen I'm seeing everything. Is my screen blank for everyone? No. So I guess it's your network. Please check your network. So yeah, so we have the data here, and it is just massive and uh, just jargons in a way, and we can't really pinpoint what we want to see. Okay, well, maybe we want to see the daylight conditions. Oh, we want to see daylight conditions, and we have we have sorry, we have we have let's say the daylight condition, and we have over 30,000 rows. We have over 30,000 rows and over 20 columns. So how do you represent your data here? Like the data is just there, just plenty, just plenty, and we can't really get the idea of it. So to represent your data and to see the data from like a viewpoint, to see the data from an expanse from like the top view, you have to create a dashboard. So creating the dashboard for this data, this is an example of a dashboard. Now, in this dashboard, we can easily see the total fatal casualty, the serious casualties, the slight casualties, the casualties by car, the total casualties. Even though we have, what's it called, 30,000 rows, we have over 30,000 casualties in the expanse of 3 years. You don't even know that we have 3 years there. Maybe you can see from here. Okay, you can see here from here. If you use our sorting, okay, we have 2 years. We have 2 years, 2021 and 2022. Okay. Let's say we want to see the data from 2022. 2021 rather. Let me use 2022. I want to see the data from 2022. We select it. Okay, this is everything from 2022. It's still a lot of data. It's still plenty. It's still plenty. If you scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, it is still plenty. If you scroll and scroll, it is still plenty. We can't really see the data from this view. But if you come to our dashboard that we've created, you can see the total data in just one pictorial representation. So I can say I want to select 2022 here, and I can see all the data from 2022. Let's see, I've selected 2022. What's on my data? I've selected 2022. The whole thing is loading. Okay. Yeah, I've selected 2022. Now we can see the casualty, total casualty up here. It is 19,000, 19,000, I mean, 195,000, 195,000. While the fatal casualty is 2,000, the serious casualty is 27,000, the slight casualty is 165,000, and then the casualty by car is 155,000. Our data sheets won't tell us that one. We can't see it on our data sheet. So this is the idea of using a dashboard. Now, to create a dashboard is now the interesting part. You can't just create your dashboard and create one or two and think you get the idea of data. You have to build your dashboard against a KPI. You have to build your dashboard against a KPI. Oh, there's a question. How do we come about dashboard? So we we have data. I mean, return the data. I'm coming. We have data, we have sheets, we have tabular sheets, we have sheets here, like data sheets. And to represent what is on our data sheet is when we create what we call a dashboard. To represent what is on our data sheet is when we create what we call a dashboard. So a dashboard is just the picture, it's just picture representation of our data sheet. You have plenty. KPI is okay, KPI is performance index. Like your in this data sheet now, the KPI is what is the total casualty, the fatal casualty, the serious casualty. They are just key important things that you want to figure out in your data set. So to create a dashboard, you need your KPIs, your key important items that you want to pick out. You want to pick out. Yeah, I'll get to creating the dashboard. We get there. So I am just using this dashboard to showcase what a dashboard is. Now we go into creating dashboard. We go into creating dashboard. Let me select my data. Okay, let me select my data. So yeah, let's say we have this data. This is a this data is plenty. Let me go back. I don't want to. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Let's say we have this data. This is what we call this is an employee data set. And let me sort. Let me just do it that way. This is an employee data set. There we have names of employees, their employee ID, their employee name, hourly wage, hours worked weekly, taxable income, taxes to be paid, net paid, and if they are being paid or not. If they have been paid or not, or won't be using this one, I can get rid of it. Should I? Yeah. Yeah. So we have this. Yeah. So we have this as our data set. This is our data set. This here is our data set. Mhm. Okay. Do you want me to use the car inventory data? Uh, I don't have that one yet. I don't have the car inventory data. Have I don't have the car inventory data. Uh, Give me a minute. I do not have the car inventory data. Uh, Nope, nope. I don't have the car inventory data. I didn't solve it with you guys. But you can do the same thing. Um, I'm thinking. I am thinking. That will actually be a very good example since you guys have the data set. Who has the data? Who has done the data? Who can send it to me? Who can send it to me on the group? Send it on the group. If you are done with it, send it to me on the group. Okay. But for now, let me just keep explaining. If I get it on the group, then I'll use it to continue the example. So yeah, we have our data sets. We have this data set, the employee data set. This is the data set for a particular company where we are trying to see the names of the employee. On our data, there's the employee ID. Our employee has an ID. They have names. They have hourly wage. These are hourly wage. The hours worked weekly. The taxable income weekly. There are taxes to be paid and net pay. So in this data, our KPI could be what is the total amount of hourly wage that we are paying out? What is the total amount of hourly wage we are paying out? What is the total amount of hours worked weekly that our employees are working? What is the total amount of taxable income weekly? What is the total amount of taxes being paid by employee? And how much are we actually paying out? How much are we actually paying out? So we can calculate it with we can use dashboards to visualize it without stressing or doing expensive calculation and in one interface, just in one peculiar interface. So let me create a new sheet. Okay, and I'll name it dashboard. So I'll name it dashboard. Yep. And then we can start creating our dashboard. But to create a dashboard, you need to learn how to insert your charts. Yesterday, we discussed about charts, using your pie charts, using your column charts, using your different types of charts. Yeah, we have different types of charts. We have the line charts, we have the area charts, map, etc. So this is what we use to create dashboard. This chart is what we use to create dashboard. In my former example, in my previous example, as you can see, we have, we have pie chart, we have line chart, we have the bar chart, we have the this one, what's the name? We have the tree map. Yeah, it's called the tree map. We have the tree map. We have the we have the slicers. We have what we call slicers. We have also we have our pie charts. This is a donut. This is a donut. This is a donut. We have numbers. We have numbers. You can use numbers on our dashboard. You can use words. You can use what else? You can use any type of chart, the histogram, the column chart, as long as you can make your dashboard very interactive and explain what your KPIs are. So I'll be taking you through this particular data set. This is a very small data set compared to that road accident data set. In this data set, we'll be seeing, oh, who is the highest paid in the company, or what are we paying out? What is the total amount being paid out? Highest amount being paid out, the lowest amount, the average, and probably the count of employees. And also we can also use slicers to check a particular one. And that car data would have been very nice. Anyway, let's go ahead. So to create a dashboard, you start with your pivot table. You go to your insert on your data sheet and you select your pivot table. And the pivot table is just a calculation table that helps you section your data into different sections. Like you can now have hourly wage by employee name, you can have hourly wage by employee ID, and so on. So we can say, oh, from this table, we want to new worksheet. We want to create what we have. This is not what we have. Let's go back. So we can go back here and select this. Go to our insert pivot table. Yes, and new worksheet. Yes, so now we can now, like, pivot table is like drawing what's it called, charts in secondary school, or people that did technical drawing, where you can put X and Y together, and or Y and X. So pivot table just makes it a little simpler, so you can create rows and column and visualize it just here in your pivot table. So you can say our employee name, and you can select the hourly wage. So here it has easily distributes our data into just employee names and hourly wage. You can say, okay, we don't want to see the hourly wage, we want to see the taxable income weekly. Then we cannot see it. So with pivot table, that help us simplify our data into sections. We can now apply charts. You can now say, okay, from this, so we want to insert a chart, recommended chart. What is recommended chart? Let's say you want to use a bar chart. Because data is plenty, it's not advisable to even use this. Or let's say you use a bar chart. Oh, you are now using a bar chart. You can see the names of these people and whatever taxable income they are making in a week. Or we can say, oh, let's say we want to summarize the value and say just to see max. No, that's, you can say I want to see just few people, maybe one person. You can say I want to see one person, maybe particularly maybe Alexis Clark and Amanda Sanders there, and Amber Austin. They are fighting for a position and want to see who we promote. Okay, you can now say from this we want to create a chart for our stakeholders. You can insert a chart, you can insert recommended chart, and just say, okay, so now we've created a very nice chart for the 3 employees that we have that are fighting for the position of, maybe let's say, MD. We have the former MD here, Amber Austin. We also have Amanda Sanders and Alexis Clark. They are fighting for the same position. They want to start earning more money. So we now want to see their taxable income weekly. Let's see, who do we want to give? Maybe our company, the KPI that they give us is we want to sack Amber Austin. She's earning too much money. Look for 2 other people that are qualified enough, that are not earning enough as so that when we even increase their salary, they will see that we've done great, we've done them well. So you can say, oh, Alexis Clark and Amanda Sanders are on our list. So who is earning the lowest there? You can easily see that it is. Let me add the data label. You can easily see that, oh, it is Amanda Sanders. She's earning $640 per week. Meanwhile, Amber Austin before, she's earning 1,380. You want to sack her because she's earning too much. So you can say, oh, let's promote Amanda Sanders and sack Amber Austin and make Amanda Sanders the MD. You can say, okay, maybe we've seen this. We want to see hourly hours worked weekly. We want to add the hours worked weekly to it. Who is working the most in this our data? Who is working the whole among the three? You can see here, Alexis Clark is working a lot. She's working 60 hours in a week. 60 hours. Amanda Sanders is working 32 hours, while Amber Austin is working 57 hours. I hope you can see my chart very well. Amber Austin is working 57 hours, and we want to sack her. She's working more than Amanda Sanders. So Amanda Sanders is not on our list again. Let's give it to Alexis Clark. She's working way more than Amber Austin. So why not give her? If you can't see my screen, it's your network. Please, you can start your network or something. If you can't hear me too, I guess it's network. I think people are hearing me. My screen is off, okay? It's your network, sorry. So thank you. So yeah, we have now out of these three, we can see that the best option for us is Alexis Clark. She's earning 60 hours. I mean, she's working 60 hours a week. She's earning 700 and or less than $750. And she's working way more than the two parties that we want to look at. Why not Google give her the job? Since she's already working. Let's give her the work. Let her go away. Now, we now want to check, okay, what is the hourly wage? We want to compare it to the hourly wage. Maybe that's why the Alexis Clark is not earning too much and want to increase the hourly wage. So now we can see Alexis Clark is earning $12 per hour. While Amanda Sanders is earning $20 per hour. $20 per hour. And Amber Austin is also earning $24 per hour. If we increase Alexis Clark's salary to, let's say, $15, she won't earn more than this guy. And she's working 60 hours. And if you increase it that way, we should not be happy. She'll be happy to even work more. So let's use our sense here in this company. Let's save money and say, oh yeah, Alexis Clark, you've now been promoted to MD. And by Austin, come and go into your house. We don't want you. You are earning too much in this company. So that is a way to use dashboard. So this one now, this particular sheet is called a chart. Now, the compilation of all the sheets that we can get from a data is what we now call a dashboard. It is a dashboard that way. So let me give another example. Let me take this one. Let's get rid of this. Let's say we want to check let's say we want to check the employee with the highest. We can't check employee. Okay, let's want to check, yeah, highest paid. Let's use hourly wage. There's no, don't use hourly wage. There's net paid. This is our net paid. There's our net paid. Let's go back and select all. Let's select all. Okay. So if you select all, we have plenty data. We have up to 100 employees, and we just want to see maybe our top 10. Maybe our top 10. Let's see, Vanishita, top 10. We want to see our top 10. Top 10 according. So you select the option of top 10 from our, go back. From our value filter, we go to top 10, or the top 10, show top 10 items, or by net paid. Top 10 by net paid. So now you can see the top 10, top highest earners in the company. You have Angela Martin, Anna Sullivan, Brittany Foster, to Sherry Davis. These are the top 10 earners in the company. Now I want to see top 10 earners by their hourly wage. No, let's say no. Hours worked weekly. Let's also add hourly wage just for the fun of it. So now we want to create a chart for it. What's the recommended chart? Let's use our bar charts. Let's use our bar charts. Let's use our bar chart. So bar charts, and let's add data label. Let's add data label. So now you can see our top 10. You know what? Let's even reduce it. Let's use the top 5. Let's use the top 5. You just want to see top 5 people. So we can see our data well. We can see front. So we have the top 5 people in the company and their hourly wage and hours worked weekly. So now we can see Sherry Davis is working 58 hours in a week, and she's earning $40 per hour. See our salary. Our salary in a week is $2,150. $2,150. That's a lot of money. $2,150. You can change the dollar sign here. Let's put dollar sign. Yeah, she's earning $2,150. But she's not the highest earner. The highest earner is Lauren Jones. She's the MD. She's also an MD. She's earning $2,446 in a week. She's working 55 hours a week and she's earning $48, $48.89 in 1 per hour. Per hour. That's an hourly income. Earning $48 per hour. She's earning so much. Then we have Angela Martin, the other MD. No, is it Angela Martin? Yeah, I think so. Angela Martin. No, I think we are missing out on somebody. Oh, okay, it's Amber Austin. Okay. Then we have Angela Martin. She's earning $2,100 in a week. So yeah, we can see our highest earners, top 5 highest earners in the company, and you can see them here. These are the top 5 highest earners in the company. You can even change the chart and say, okay, let's go back to the recommended chart. We want to change it to column chart. So you can change it to column chart. So now this is how you start building your dashboard. Let's say you want to build a dashboard from this. Let's say we want to build a dashboard from this. You can say, one, we have our highest earner. You can copy this data and say Control C and paste it here. We have our highest earner. Sheets. If you try and open another pivot table from the existing location, select our data table range. From this table range, okay. Let's go back. You can say you want to select data from this table range, existing worksheets, location will be this space. Why is not valid? Okay, so now we want to create another data, another chart. Want to create another chart. Let's say we want to see what's there on our sheets. We have taxable income, net paid. Want to see highest tax. Okay, let's say you want to see highest tax. You can say employee with the highest tax. You can say employee and tax paid. Employee by tax paid. You want to see just 5 again. Top 5. You can say you want to see top 5 with highest paid. We probably give us the same guys. Yeah, it's giving us the same guys, so we don't need that one. Let's use let's the ones that is not bottom 5. Let's see bottom 5. Oh, you can even check bottom 5 earners. Let's check bottom 5 earners. Who are any less? Who are any less? Bottom 5 earners. You can see no taxable income. Let's remove this one. And then hourly wage, and then hours worked. So let's see if they are lazy. That's why they are earning small money. So you can say the bottom 5. So you can see the bottom 5 of the taxable income. Bottom 5 of the taxable income. Let's put a chart on it to see their nonsense, what they are earning. So you can see the bottom 5 is at the data label. You can see the bottom 5. Yep. So you can see the bottom 5. You have Donald Johnson, Melissa Cole Thompson, DVM, Paul Hines, Rebecca Nelson, Sarah Johnson, DDS. Now you can see them. They are earning less than $600 in a week. They are earning less than $600 in a week. Meanwhile, they are working so much. This one is working 30 hours. This one is working 35 hours. This one is even working 43 hours. But their salary, their income per hour is so small compared to the other guys. It's so small compared to the other guys. So we can copy this and say, okay, we want to put it on our dashboard. So you can copy it and say we want to put it on our dashboard. That's one. That's another one. So let's see what else can we create from here. Start pivot table. Let's insert pivot table to an existing worksheet. Select it and select space. Okay. Let's see. It can't do much. So it's a yeah, you can see employee with the highest hourly wage. You can see employee, no, you see hourly wage, no missing. Highest worked hours, yeah. You can see highest worked hours, top 5. Let's also do our top 5 and do the bottom 5 too. You can see top 5 and do the bottom 5 hours worked weekly. So we have these guys, imagine 60. You can even check their salary. Let's even check their salary. Let's see their net paid. No, let's use their taxable income weekly. You can see their salary too. So we can do another chart. You can check recommended chart. It's giving us the column chart. Can we use a pie chart? No. There's a pie chart, probably. Can okay, let's use a column chart. Am I being too fast? I'm saying I'm being too fast. I'm sorry. And we can also add the hourly wage just for the fun of it too. We can also add the hourly wage and see what is going on with their data. Let's copy that one too and put it on our dashboard. So we are creating a dashboard gradually. We are creating dashboard gradually, small by small. Then we can also, what can we also check? I think, okay, we want to see the bottom half. We want to see the bottom half of that. So we say bottom half. Let's insert our pivot table again. We want to use an existing workbook. We want to use this sheet. And select anywhere, any space there, and then say, okay, put inside the table and say, okay, then we should make space. Let's go again and click on the other. That's so yeah, it's working. You can see employee name by row, and also want to check the hours work weekly. So who is working the least? and their hourly wage, also their salary. You want to see their salary. So we want to see the bottom five, the bottom five, the bottom five, the bottom five. Okay, no, I think you are doing the wrong thing. Sorry. Some of our, okay, yeah, bottom five. So we have 30 hours. That's the least hour on here. Okay, 30 hours. Then you can insert another chart. Let's do bar chart this time. We can't use pie chart because we try and use pie chart. Pie chart will only give us this. Pie chart is only giving us some of our list work weekly. It's not showing us the rest. So if you want to use pie chart, it's always better to use pie chart when you are representing only one data or two different data. Just want to compare two different data, maybe male and female. Oh yeah, we can use that one. I'm coming. Just thought of something. Okay, let me insert my recommended chart. Then put a bar chart just to spice it up. Then put a bar chart to spice it up. Copy and also paste. So let's go back to our data. I want to add one column, one more column. I want to add insert one more column. I want to call it gender. I want to call it gender. So I can say gender, I want to just assign gender, female and male. Let's say female and male, and then female. Let's see, we can do this. Yeah, let's just do this. I don't want it to be balanced though. So let's say female, male, 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 and then male. The last one, let's say female. I am not trying to, I'm trying to create the data from this one. Are you with me? So yeah. So you can easily say, if just to understand it, I can say corporate, I want to replace F, no, is first, M with M. Great one. Cancel. Okay, we've done that, and then we can do female and say female. Because so we have another data of male and female. Now our data is getting interesting here. So we can say we want to create a pivot table, want to create a new table, and use existing worksheets and select somewhere here that has space. And do we have a gender? Oh, we don't have a gender yet. Let's refresh our data threshold. Yeah. So we have a gender now. We have a gender now. So we can now say we want to check our gender. We want to check gender. We want to check gender to employee ID. Gender to employee ID. So on this thing, we have 53 females working in the company and 47 males working in the company. So on this type of data, we can easily use pie chart. We can easily use pie chart. So let me select it and insert my pie chart. I use my pie chart. You can see pie chart is representing it. Can I use bar chart? Of course. Can I use line chart? No. Can I use a column chart? Yeah, column chart works. Radar, nah, tree map doesn't work. Histogram is not working. So I can use my column chart, pie chart, and bar chart. If I want to use our column chart, or I can use my donut. This is my donut. My donut. I can use 3D pie chart, but I want to use that pie chart or donut. Let me use donut. So I can use donut and do my data label so that you can see, you can change the style and color. How do I change this color? I asking me. So you can change the style. Let's change the style. Yeah, you can see you have 47 males and 57 female. So that's the data. You can copy it and also add it to our dashboard. See, our dashboard is getting there. Small, 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 small. What else can we do for? Yeah, we can do total count of employee. We want to do total count of employee. We can do total count of our employee. So how do we do that? We already have count of employee. We have calculated the count of employee. Everything is 100. We can now say, and say here you can do equals to equals to 100 and just enter. So I have count of my employee, count of employee is equals to 100. And we can also bring it to our dashboard area. We can bring it to our dashboard area. So let us arrange our dashboard. Yeah. Okay, so we have this. So to create the dashboard, we can get rid of these grid lines. You can get rid of the grid lines. The grid lines are for data sets, cells and tables and the all. So you can get rid of the grid lines. I think if I go to my view, I can check out my grid line. See, now I have a canvas where I can paint. Literally, I can paint my dashboard there. So I can paint my dashboard. I can now say, okay, this backyard, this background, I want it to be to change the color. Let's say I want it to be, let's insert color. No, this color is to someone. Yeah, let me say I want to use this color. Now I'm building dashboard, small. I'm building dashboard, small. What should we call our company? You can give me suggestions. I can say I want to call my company one particular this thing. You go to your view. You go to your view and you see option of grid line here. View on your tab. You see option of grid line. You see it up here. Then you click it. Then you remove your grid line. Treadstone investment. Okay. Let's see. Treadstone investment. Want to give it Treadstone investment. Okay. Text box. Let's call it Tread. Is capital Treadstone investment. Let's copy the yep. So we can increase it. Let's increase. Let's increase it to like 50, 60. Yeah, let's increase it 50, 50, 60. Then we can rearrange it and probably reduce this one. Okay, so we can say Treadstone investment employee database. Don't worry about that one. Treadstone investment employee database. So we can change the color of our background. Let's use I don't want to use black again. Let's use What's the color of our company? What's the color of our company? Should we use black? Let's use black. Black is fine. Oh, actually, I can see one. Yeah. So you can do this. So we have thread tone investment employee database. This is the database of thread tone investment. You want to see the database of their employee. You want to see the employee that is earning the most, the employee that is not doing well, blah blah blah. So that one we now have let's see what else can we add to it. Let me focus on this. Yeah. So we can even start arranging our sheets, our charts. We can start arranging our charts. We can start arranging our charts. We don't put them around there. We can start arranging our charts and start arranging our charts. We can start arranging our charts. I think we need more charts just to make it more interesting. So we can start arranging our charts. Put this one up. We can see very well. You can decide to put space. So this one is just up to you. It's just up to you how you want it to look like for your employee or for your stakeholders, for people that give you work. That's you want to make it interesting for the eye to see. Like do this. Can increase the height. I want it to match. To match. So in a way, we've created a small dashboard, a tiny one. So this is trend tone investment. Now I can now start doing the color grading. I can say I want to remove the colors. I can use other ones. Let's say I want to use this ash tone. So I can find the ash tone. I can change the color if I want to. I can change the color if I want. I can remove grid lines. I say, oh, I want to remove the grid lines. So the grid lines there, they are gone. I can remove the legend. So you can see your data very well. I can remove the legend. I think this thing I'm using now. No, don't use. No. This was basic. So then I can remove my grid lines. Yeah. I can go back to this one. I will go back to normal. I also remove my grid lines, remove my legends. This one too, I can do. Okay, let's remove my. Okay, so this one I can remove my legend. But let me. Then yeah, I think this one is good. Oh, I can do regular one. Yeah, just do regular. Then this one, let me remove my grid lines and legends. This one, let me also do the same thing. Remove grid line and legend. You can leave your legends on in case you just want to refer to it. People want to refer to it. Or you need to showcase it for your dashboard. So this is just a simple dashboard. This is a very simple dashboard. Okay, then we can also add what we call a slicer. We can decide to add what we call a slicer. Let me see. So a slicer is what makes your dashboard a little bit simpler. So if I want to add a slicer, I think I'll go to pivot charts. I can insert slicer up here and decide to insert slicer on which of the columns. So sliders are good when you want to analyze between maybe the countries, maybe the months. I say countries, yeah, countries, maybe the months, maybe the year. You want to see, you just want to narrow down to 1 month. You want to narrow down to maybe 1 year. You You want to narrow down to one one country, but because we have over 100 employee here, to narrow down to one employee doesn't really make sense. So you can, but we have a data of, I mean, a column of gender. We can narrow down to either male or female. So we can select the gender to be our slider. So now you can see slider for male and female. So if I click on it, slider makes it very interactive. So I can see the male people. Let me just copy the slider. And there's a way I have slider. I can put in the connection. I can decide which of the pivot table I want, but I want everything. So I can select all the pivot table so that they respond to my slider. So as you can see here, if I click on female, yeah, if I click on, why is it showing you? Okay, if I click on female, that's weird. I'm coming. Okay, so if I click on female, I'm supposed to click on female. I've tampered with my standard. Each customer. I'm supposed, so the slider is supposed to select male if I click on male. But here it is selecting female when I click on male. You're not supposed to do that. Usually you get okay. This is annoying. But anyway, it's still working. I'm sure on your own data set it will be different. Okay, so if I click on female, it's supposed to show me the data for the female. But my slider has decided to have his own mind this evening. So my slider has his own mind this evening. I don't know why that one is not doing anyhow. So yeah. Okay. Size. Okay. So yeah. So and okay, now we can see the data for male. We can see the data for male. And let me increase. Yeah. So we can see the data for male employees in thread zone. If you say female, if you select on the female, or if you select on the female, you can see the names of the female. Although because we use the data set okay, okay. Because we use a data set that wasn't well prepared, we can see the names of the female, we can see for okay. There is one more thing I need to do. We need to do something. I want to put a chart title. I need to put a chart title so we can see what we are looking at. Okay, so we can see what we are looking at. So here we can say this is employee. This is employee You can see employee with, what can we call it, taxable income somehow with okay, employee with the least taxable income. Taxable income. So this can be our header for this one. So this is the employee with the least taxable income. Employee, we go this sentence. Yep. So we can see employee with the least taxable income. Here we can also add a chart title. Go to our plus and select chart title. Chart title and select and say this is employees. Yes, I guess there is employees with the most taxable income. Employees with the most taxable income. This one can be, calm down. This one can be gender, and then we also have this. You can add our chart title, and call it what? Oh, I think this one is employee with the most, yeah. I call it employee with the most hourly, with the most hours worked. Yeah, with the most hours worked. Also this one, let's add one more. And then employees, and employee with the least hours worked. You can even change the color if you want to. Let's see. Use deep black. Let's see. Use deep black. This one is on deep black. This on deep black. Deep black. This one same thing. So now we have, okay, I think our data set is now making more sense. Yeah. So yeah, you can now see from this data set that we have employee with the least taxable income. This is our dashboard. So we have employee with the least taxable income, employee with the most taxable income. We have our genders. We have our male and female gender. The number here, don't know, this is not visible at all. Let's change color. Let's change color. This is something very quite dark. Okay. Okay. Let's just leave it that way to save time. So yeah, we have gender, we have the number on gender, the data label, we have 57 male and 53 female. We also have on our dashboard, we have employee with the most hours worked and also employee with the least hours worked. So we can now dive down into our data by adding a slicer which helps us to dive down into our data. I can now say, okay, I want to see only the female employee with the least taxable income. So if I select female, here is only showing me my female gender. Then I can now see employee with the least taxable income, female. I can see the top five. The top five employee with the least taxable income. We have Matthew Williams, top five taxable income. See their money is less than $500, less than $600 per se. Then if I want to see the male, I want to see only the male. I can say, okay, you can see here Donald Johnson, Elizabeth Walker, and like you can see, their one is below $800. Their one is below $800. And see Elizabeth Walker working 60 hours, but look at what is any very, very low. So I can also dive down and say, okay, maybe I want to see only the female employee with the most taxable income. And I say, oh, employee with the most taxable, Gina Robinson, with the most taxable, she's earning a lot. The highest female with the most taxable income is Lauren Jones. She's earning $2,400. What about the male parts? The male people? How about male? You can see male, plenty of people are earning a lot of money. The highest here is Michael Evans, 2,300 income dollars per week. You can see $2,300 per week. Then you can move on. You can say, okay, maybe you want to see others. You want to see male employee with the most work hours. So we have Andrew Daniels, Elizabeth Walker is there again. Elizabeth Walker is there, Matthew Garcia, and then Sherry Davis. You can see them. Andrew Daniels working 60 hours, David Maxwell 57 hours, Elizabeth Walker 60 hours, 57 hours, and 58 hours. What about the female? What about in female? So in female, we have we have, I think the highest here is Alexis Clark and Michael Chan. They are both working 60 hours in a week. And look at their salary compared. Probably Alexis Clark is like maybe a cleaner or something. And Michael Chan is up there, probably doing data analysis or something. Yeah, probably doing data analysis. This is Jason Clark. She's probably the MD or maybe assistant to the MD or the MD's son or the CEO son. That's why it's ending this month. So you can also see employee with the least hour work, female. Since we are on female, we have selected the female slider. You can see Sydney Harris, Ryan Murphy. You can see Paul Hines, Michael Sanchez, Lauren Chatter, James Jones, Anna Soto, and also Christina Maxwell. You can see their hours worked. They have 30 hours, 30 hours, 31 hours, 31, 30 hours, 31, 31, 30 hours. How about in the male? How about male? You can see 32 hours, 30 hours, 31 hours, 30. Like, so this is how you build a dashboard. This is how you build a dashboard. This is just an example of what a dashboard might look like. So from this data that looks like just there, you've done our cleaning, you've made sure the data are well organized, we put it in table, we've done our if statements, these are if statements, these are sum, these are everything. Then the dashboard is now showing the pictorial representation of that data set. It's now showing the pictorial. So we can now dive deeply into the data. So this is how a dashboard works. We can do more to this. We can, spice it up and add one or two to make it more interesting, like the other dashboard I showed you. So you can see the road accident at the dashboard. It's very, very fine. It takes time. You have to, arrange it that, oh, this one is there, this one is there, so that you don't miss out. So you can arrange it properly. You have to arrange it properly. You can arrange it, you can move it. So you can see that That's how dashboard works. That's how dashboard works. Yeah. So I think I'm done with dashboarding. I'm done with dashboarding. Any question? Any question so far? Let me check the chat. Oh, want me to share data set with you? Okay. But you can use your you can use your car inventory data set and try out a dashboard and try out to build a dashboard. It can be your example. Try out to build a dashboard from your car inventory. I wish I have the full data set, the workings and everything. So you can use that one to try out and build a dashboard. So you can ask your questions if you have questions, please. No questions. You can unmute and ask questions. Or raise your hand first so that we won't have too many people asking questions. Precious.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
A very interesting class. Though, I've been the one sending messages on the group. You are very fast. So, but at least the few times I was able to, especially from the last part, I was able to, grab it. So, but I want to, when you started the ab issue, I was lost.
Okay.
I was lost when you started, especially from that when you started with the data set, and then how you migrated from that first part. I that was where I was lost actually. But from this last part that you did, I started picking up a little bit. So, but I'll still have to go back to the recordings. But I don't know if you can just throw more light from that first part, from the data set, how you got the data, how you got the data set, and
So
then how you started.
okay. Yeah. So the
Yes.
data set as is just there. Like normally they provide data sets when you are working on data. If you are working with someone, they will provide data set and then you work on data set. You understand? So when you work, like, did you do the car inventory assignment? If you do the car inventory assignment, the man provided the data set and then you work on the data set. Then when you are done working on that data set, you can now start creating dashboard to visualize what is on the data set in just one pictorial setting like this. How did I change the background? I selected the, let me do it again. Uh, okay. So this is a new sheet. This is a new sheet. So I go to my view tab. I removed grid lines. So now I can have a very white background. And then I just go to my home menu and selected everything. So I selected everything here. There's a triangle here up here. So you select it, if you just select it, you select your whole worksheet. Change it to any color that I want. I can go to more colors and say maybe I want purple. Yeah, so I can change it. So that's how you change your background. That's how you change your background. Oh, you don't have the car inventory data sets, precious. Okay, okay, okay. I think it's on your group. It's on your group. The car inventory data set is on the group. Is on the group. So you can find it there. Any other question? Go back to the dashboard. Okay, if there is no question, our assignments will be provided on creating dashboard, and you will be more in depth, so you guys can replicate what's done on the assignment and make perfect sense of it. I'm sure this is just a preamble, kinda, but with this, your assignments will be smooth. So, you should personally, I'm giving assignment on the car dashboard, and then Mr. KP will give assignments for the general class. So on the car inventory, I want you to create a dashboard on the car inventory. Please, how can we get sales data for our sales? Eh? Sorry, what's that? I didn't get that question, and I'm not seeing it anyway.
Sorry,
Okay.
sir, go to the Q&A. You will see the question. Go to the question and answer.
Oh, okay. Okay, how can we get sales data sets for our sales database assignment? Is there a sales database assignment? Is there a sales database? I guess I'll relate to Mr. KP and I will let you know. I'm not aware of any sales database assignment. I am not aware of any sales database. But the car inventory, you guys have the data set already. So work on the car inventory. Once you are done, try and create a dashboard. You don't worry, just do anything that you feel like you can create. You can create your own KPIs, you can think of whatever you want to think of and create something like this. Something like this. Let's say you are selling cars. So create something like that. And we'll see next week, I guess. And then KP will also send out the assignment. Okay, in our last week video guided assignment, there's a session for sales database, which we needed a data set to work on. I thought it was a car inventory on. It was a car inventory on. And it was sent to the group. So most of you have this data. Most of you have this data. Most of you have this data. So yeah, you can check your group. The data set is there. So and that's all about today's class. So two assignments. One is the car inventory data dashboard. You create a dashboard for the car inventory. Do whatever you want to do there. Let me see by next week and start submitting. And the second one, KP, we send it to you guys. So have a nice week and have a nice week. I think I answered your question, Judith. You said there's car inventory and there's sales. I'm sure the sales one will be there too if there was an assignment. It should be on your group or maybe on the assignment link. But just check it out. Check it out, yeah. So thank you. Have a good week. Bye.